Hi everyone. In this tutorial I hope to demonstrate how to change the pitch of a recorded piece of music. Now I've put a piece of music down and I've recorded it using 3 tracks. On the top track here I've used the world flute. Down the bottom here it shows you what I've used. Let's just pull up the instrument for that. On the second track I've used a string ensemble, and let's just pull up the instrument for that, and there we go. And on the third track I've put the chords down separately using the string ensemble again, and there's that one. Now you may ask, why have I recorded the chords separately to the rhythm? The reason for that is because yes, I could have recorded the chords and the rhythm all at one go, but I have no control of the volume of the chords and the rhythm independently. So by recording separate tracks you can control effects on each of those tracks. Right, let's just click these to the top, and that will show you all 3 keyboards or all 3 instruments simultaneously. I've added a slight little piece of brush drum at the bottom there. Now this is a piece of music called Morning from Peer Gynt by Edvard Grieg, and the purists will obviously let me know that this is meant to be played in B flat, but I also know that as a beginner in music a lot of new keyboard players are a little bit apprehensive about playing the black notes. So what I've done, I've recorded this in C major and we'll play it, and then I'll show you how to transpose it to B flat. So let's just give this a play. Let's move out of the way. Let's tap the space bar. And we'll stop that. Now, as you can probably tell from my fingering, I'm not a keyboard player, and I can't read music, I can't write music, but I just plinkety plonk along as best I can. But let's now just look at these instruments. At the top here, if you click on the top object, right click and select time, stretch and transpose. If that option isn't available at the top of the list, scroll down to tempo and pitch, scroll across to time, stretch and transpose, and it'll bring up the window here. And what I want to do is to drop this down by 2 half tones. So click on the negative button here on the half tones, 2, close that, and I'm going to do that for all of the other objects. Time, stretch, transpose, drop that down by 2 half tones. The reason it's 2 half tones is because B flat is actually 2 notes or 2 positions on the keyboard below C. So we'll do the third object. I have tried selecting all of these and dropping them down at one go, but it doesn't work very well. Sometimes it'll drop them down by 2 half tones, sometimes it only drops them down by 1. So I have found that it's better to go through them one at a time, like so. So that's now changed all of that. We don't need to change the drum because the drum doesn't have a pitch. So let's just click away and let's play that one. Tap the space bar. and we'll stop that. If you noticed, Magix is actually clever enough to transpose them onto the keys as well. So initially it played it in C major on these keyboards, and on this rendition it played it in B flat. Well, I hope that's given you an idea of how to record. Hopefully you've watched some of my previous tutorials which explain how to record MIDI. I didn't want to go through that here because that's quite a long way down the line now. But hopefully you've got an idea of how you can transpose your music to the pitch that you want. You have to be a little bit careful because sometimes when you play chords in one pitch, they don't transpose too well in another pitch. You may have noticed in this demonstration that trying to play the chords in B flat didn't work very well, but it is an example of how you can do it. So I'm just going to put these back up to C major again on each one. This is just to demonstrate that Magix will play the keyboards again in C rather than B flat, and if you keep your eyes on the keyboard in a moment when we play it again, you'll see that it will be playing in C. And one last time, let's just click away, move out, and let's play it for the last time. Thanks for watching.